So it's another mindful movement session here today, and we'll start by relaxing and getting into a nice comfortable space, both physically and in our mind. So whenever you're ready to get in a comfortable position, and we can start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and continue that there in your own time and your own breath. And whenever you're ready to, you can close down the eyes as well and continue that breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Relax down. With each breath in, just notice how it affects your body, how your chest lifts, how it circulates around your body, and the same with the breath out as well. Just notice how your shoulders relax down as you breathe out, how you get a sense of calm wash over your body as well. So just notice those things as you're breathing in, as you're breathing out. Just notice how it's affecting your body. And now we're in a more relaxed, calm state. Let's first of all thank ourselves for being here today, reminding ourselves that turning up consistently is the hardest thing to do, and we're consistently doing that. So that's great. So being here today is part of that. But also that now you're here, let's focus on the next hour. We don't need to worry about what's come before us today, what comes after this hour. All we need to do is to focus on the here and now, the movements that we're doing, and staying present throughout this session. I mean, this is your session as well. If there's anything you can or can't do, I will be showing you the best adaptations that I can show you, but there may be some things that you need to do personally. So just reminding yourself that whatever comes, that you can adapt it in any way that you need to make it work for you. Okay, keep that breathing going. If you can, sit up nice and straight. You can open up your eyes, and as you do so, let's do the breathing in where we shrug up. And then as you breathe out, relax the shoulders down. And then repeat through that. So shrug up as you breathe in, relax as you breathe out. Now, welcome to those who have joined since our eyes have been closed. Breathe in, shrug up. Breathe out, relax down. Okay, let's rotate those shoulders around now. So keep the breathing going in through the nose, out through the mouth, just rotating your shoulders around. Just nice, gentle, getting them circling. And change direction. Okay, let's bring arms turn by side as you breathe in, bring the hands up. As you breathe out, push them down. Do this with your own time, your own breath. But as you breathe in through the nose, raise those hands up. As you breathe out, push down, out through the mouth. Now, as you do it, breathe in, bring the hands up. As you breathe out, push the hands forward. And then relax them down. Breathe in, breathe out. Going in your own breath. So, however long it takes you to breathe in, bring those hands up. However long it takes you to breathe out, push them forwards. And then you can hold it on the reset down to the bottom. Okay, let's do it now where we bring our hands up above us or the best we can, then out and around as we come back to the middle. I like to do it breathing out on the way up and then breathe in as I come around. But if it feels good to do it the other way around, so you can always breathe in and then breathe out. However it works for you, you can play around with both and see what just feels natural. But just reaching up the best you can, out and around, even if that's just smaller circles, depending on your level of ability or your shoulders range of motion, just doing what you can. And even if that is one side more than the other, that's fine as well. It's whatever you can do. Yeah, let's reverse that now. So doing the opposite way around, so coming up, over, and then pulling it down into the tummy. Good. Excellent work, everybody. Good. Okay, let's do a little bit of movements that includes a bit of stretching, and we start with the one where we reach over to one side, and then we come back again, and over to the other side, and just nice and gentle back and forth between the two. Feel that little stretch as you come over, and then come back again. Repeating on both sides. And can't get your arm up and over the top, just get to where you can if that's in front of you or a little bit lower. I don't mind. Wherever you can get that to, it's going to be handy. So then, now let's do the one where we reach forwards and then bring the hands back behind. And you can do this both hands forwards and then both hands back, or if it's easier for your balance, you can do one arm forwards and then both hands back. I find that a little bit easier, having not much core function, just doing one arm forwards at a time. Stops me from falling forwards. And I'll show you from the side as well. So when we're reaching forwards, I'll show you this. We're trying to push that shoulder joint forwards there as well. And as we come back, we're opening up the chest. Notice that my arms come behind my body, or at least the best we can there, to get that stretch in. Good work. And let's go into the rotator cuffs now a little bit. We can either do this one arm or both, but we rotate round and then round, keeping those arms up. If you can't keep the arms up as you're doing this, you can always do it with the arms down as well. I recommend having those arms up the best you can. You get a little bit more range of motion. Again, I'll show you from the side. So it's rotating up and rotating back down. And you can always do this single arm if you need to for balance reasons, just do one and then the other. Or you can do a couple on one side and then a couple on the other. As I said in the beginning, adapt it however you see fit for this. Yeah, let's relax those arms down and we will go into our spinal mobility now. So we start with some looking up, looking down, going back and forth between the two, nice and gentle and controlled. The best that you can do. Keep it going, nice, easy movements. Now, the next time you find yourself looking down, let's hold that position and just let gravity take over a bit here. Nice, gentle, relaxing. Just let that stretch just naturally come in the back of your neck. If you can't feel the stretch, that's fine as well. Just let the head relax down. On this as well, it can be quite tempting to up or to curl over the rest of our back as well. Try and stay up straight as you're keeping that neck curled forwards here. Ease out of it. We'll do a couple of looking up and downs. And then the next time you find yourself looking up, let's hold that position. And if you need to increase the stretch, first we'll keep the mouth closed, hand on the sternum, and then pull the skin downwards as you do so. That's going to increase the stretch through the front of the neck. And you can play around with this a little bit as well. You can, as you're in this extended position, you can just rotate over to the left and right. You might find like a little bit of extra in one side or the other. You don't have to go really far with this, just as you're holding it, yeah, extended, and you're looking. Yeah, ease out of it. Let's do a couple of looking up and downs, just to bring ourselves out of it. And then let's go into our rotation next. So looking to one side, to the other, back and forth between the two. So we find ourselves looking to the left, let's hold that there. We want to increase that stretch, we can put, so we're looking to the left, so let's take our left hand, put it on our right sternum, and pull it sort of diagonally down, sorry, our right clavicle, pull it diagonally downwards towards our armpit, and then we get a little bit more of a stretch through that area between the collarbone and the jawline, ear area there. And again, you can have a play around with the head position a little bit. So as long as you're looking around to the side, we can look up a little bit, look down a little bit. You can notice how the stretch shifts slightly from different parts of the neck. I especially feel it a little bit more looking upwards. I get a little bit more of a stretch which sort of between the inside of the collarbone and the jawline area. Let's ease out of that one, looking left and right a little bit more, just to ease out of it. And then the next time you find yourself looking to the right, let's hold that stretch again. There you go, we can bring our right hand onto our left collarbone this time, pull it diagonally downwards. Yeah, ease out of that one. Looking left and right. And then let's go into the lateral flexion. Let's bring one ear to one shoulder, to the other shoulder, back and forth. And I always get a couple of little clicks in my neck as I do this one for the first time. And then just like you get from a chiropractor, maybe not quite as extreme, just a couple of them. Just nice relaxing movements. Ear to one shoulder, ear to the other, back and forth. And then when we bring our left ear to the left shoulder the next time, hold it there. We can take our right arm and drop it down, increasing that stretch between the ear and the shoulder. And then you can either have it straight the way down or you can have it behind us. That just shifts the stretching focus. So just go with what works for you. There, knees out a bit. Do a couple each side. And then let's go over. So our right ear is coming to the right shoulder, left arm's dropping down. And then let's go into the rest of our spinal mobility here now. So we go through some extension and flexion, back and forth between the two, nice controlled, nice and gentle. And it's the best that you can do. Remember curling over like a prawn, arching back like a high jumper. Let's ease out of that and go into some rotation now. So rotate from one side, round to the other, back and forth between the two. Good work. When we find ourselves going around to the left, let's hold it there for a little bit as well. And sort of breathe into it. You'll naturally find as you breathe, you can move a little bit more as you breathe out. As you breathe in, you might find yourself being pulled back around a little bit, but just go with a natural flow of breathing in and out. And just ease out round to the other side now. And again, holding it there, breathing into it. Yeah, keep that there. Let's go into our lateral flexion. Reach down to one side and to the other, back and forth. Gentle movements going down to one side. And try and think about it curling over, not just hinging over. We're going to curl over to one side, curl over to the other. Yeah, then let's come around in a whirlpool. This kind of finishes off these movements. Does that by combining some of them together here. Change direction. Good work. Let's give that a little bit of a shake off and we'll take a hydration break here before we move onwards. And my hydration is to put another Strepsil in right now. So keep myself being able to talk. Excellent work. Let's well, yeah, take time with the drink if you need to. And then we'll move on to some yoga-like movement here. We're done. I'll let everybody finish their drinks, then we'll get on with it. Alrighty, so for this, we've done this before if you've been to the sessions, which is where we start all the way at the bottom, come up with a flat back, up with a curl back, and we're going to the one where we bring hands up and around on the first one here. So when you're ready to, down to the starting position, so all the way down, and then you come up halfway with a flat back, and then back down, curling up. This time, keep the neck down until the last moment. Palms together, reaching up towards the sky, out and around, and then diving down to the starting position again. I'll explain that one more time. Up with the flat back down, curling out. Neck finishes the movement, palms together, reaching up, out, around, and down. And I'll let you do that now in your own time, in your own pace. Just going through those movements. And work, everybody keep that going there. And we do one more wherever you're at. Good work. So on the next one, what we're going to do, as you finish that one off, we will let's let everybody finish their one there. So yeah, on the next one, as we come up and around, we'll stop at parallel, we'll rotate round to the left, we'll stop round to the right, back to the middle, and then back down to the starting position. And we'll start again, just coming up with a flat back down, up with a curl back. Neck finishes the movement, palms together, reach up, out, and then rotate around to the left, round to the right, back to the middle, and then down to the beginning. Now again, I'll let you do that in your own time now. Excellent work, everybody. Just nice fluid movements. And then let's either make the one you're on or the next one, the last one here. Good, looks like you all finished at the same time. That's perfect. All the ones I can see anyway. So what we're going to do, I'll explain it from when we come down, rather than going all the way from the beginning. So as we come up and out, we'll come around to the side, and then we'll rotate to the left, and then we seesaw, so the left hand comes down, right arm comes up, and then back down again. And we're going to come all the way into our lap with the right arm, left arm points up towards the sky. And you see there's a gap that I've created with my armpit. We're going to come down and point the hand through that gap that we've created there. If you can't come through that gap, you can always come across the body instead if it's too much to come into that gap there. So we'll do the other side and then we'll go start from the beginning. So as we come out and around, we'll come here, drop the right arm down, left arm comes up, and then it comes down again, left arm onto the lap, right arm pointing to the sky. And again, that gap I created here comes down through this gap. If you can't get through the gap, you can come across the front of you instead. Okay, all right, let's start from the beginning. It's all the way down at the big start here. Coming up with the flat back first of all. Back down again, up with the curl back. Palms together, reaching up, out. And then we're going to rotate to the left. Left arm drops down, right arm comes up, like we seesaw. And then seesaws back again. Right arm comes onto the lap. Left arm up to the sky. And then comes down, threads the needle through that gap. And then eases out of it. And then to do the other side, we start down at the beginning again. Get down to the start. Up with the flat back. Back down. Up with the curl back. Palms together, reaching up. Reaching out. And then when we get to parallel, we rotate to the right. Right arm drops down, left arm comes up. And we seesaw back again. Left arm comes onto our lap, right arm points to the sky. And then comes down, threads the needle through the little gap here. And then it eases out again. I'm going to explain it one more time, but if you feel like you got it, just go with your own pace. But for those who haven't, I'll just do it one more time on this side. So they're coming up the flat back. Back down again, up with the curl back. Palms together, reaching up. Reaching out. And then rotate to the left. Left arm down, right arm up. Seesaw back again, arm on the lap, hand towards the sky. And down, thread that needle through. Lots of it, and then repeat on the other side. I'll let you go now in your own time, in your own pace for this. Try and make these movements as fluid as possible. So you don't want to look like a robot as you're doing this. You want to flow nice and gentle between each part of it. And we'll do one more on each side, wherever you're at. You guys are doing great there. If you get lost or confused during any of this, just go with what feels like the right thing. Don't worry if it's not perfect. I would normally guide you through just the throat's not not too good. So it's a bit difficult to explain it every time. We are approaching the end of this one though. Okay, so finish the one you're on if you haven't already. Good work. Alrighty, let's have another hydration break and then we will go into our last bit of today's session. And we are going to do a little bit of meditation work and we're going to do our body scan for this. Normally I give the whole, how to feel as you go through the body now. I can see that everybody here has been here before, so I'm gonna hope that you remember it or most of it anyway, but essentially just checking in with each part of your body, seeing how it feels. You can touch it, you can move it, and I will tell you where we're at, but if you guys go from there in terms of what to do with it and that'd be great. Okay, so once you've had our drink, let's start to center ourselves and relax and bring that focus inwards. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, and if you haven't already, close down those eyes. Keep that breathing going, just bring that focus in, just focus on the breath in, the breath out. And focusing in, let's take that focus and bring it to the top of our head, the crown area, see how it feels. And down into the forehead, checking in with it, wiggle it, touch it, whatever you need to do just to check in, get some feedback. Down through the eye sockets and the cheeks. And give them a wiggle, see how they are. And then down into the jaw, checking in on it, seeing how it's doing. Bringing the focus round to the back into the neck, starting right at the top, and bring that focus down each vertebrae, seeing how it feels. Come to the base of the neck, let's spread out towards the shoulders. You can give them a wiggle if you need to see how they are. Coming down our upper arms, our biceps and our triceps, down to the elbows, and again, you can move them if you need to. Down our forearms into our wrists. And again, you can wiggle those if you need to. Noticing how they feel. Down through our hands into our fingers. And bring that focus back up our arms into our spine again, starting from the base of the neck. So we've already done the neck, so let's start at the bottom of it there and work our way down through those vertebrae, focusing on each and every one as we go down. We can wiggle as we do so and just see how things feel. Obviously done a lot of work on it already today. Bring that focus around to the front into the belly area. And then down into the hips. Remembering it doesn't matter if you can feel here or not. Just put the focus there, the energy there, see what feedback you get. As you go down through your upper legs, into your knees. And our lower legs, into our ankles. And finally our feet and our toes. And we're right at the tip of our toes. Let's do some nice deep breathing, going from the tip of your toes all the way to the top of your head. And imagine you're filling up with life as you do so. So breathing in, breathing out. 2 more times. And you've done your last breath. You can keep your eyes closed here. And just thank yourself for being here today, for turning up, staying focused throughout, keeping the movements good, the breathing good. Looks very well from where I was sat here today. So thank yourself, pat on the back, however you want to congratulate yourself. When you're ready to, you can open up your eyes, come back to the room as we bring the session today to a close.